cannot do ministry right and be wrong. You can't do ministry well and ministry doesn't do you well. God should tell you to open something else as an extension of your already successful ministry life. God does not tell a failed pastor to start business. God tells a successful pastor who has succeeded already in one thing to succeed in something else. So if you are failing in ministry, that voice that says start business is not God's voice. It's the devil's voice to just transfer failure from ministry to business. You will still fail. You give 1 million to your cousin to start a tomato business and she fails. You say, now based on your failure, take this 1 million and now start onion business. And she fails. Will you give her the next 1 million for another business? So how can you tell me because you are failing in ministry, God says you can't do business? This week, you're in Bakure Town for a crusade. Next week, you're in Boya Town for a crusade. Next week, you're in Mutengene for a crusade. Next week, you're in Limbe for a crusade. I beg you. Why would God not bless you? But you have been in your house 6 months. No prayer cell, no crusade, nothing. You go and do nonsense evangelism. Say, I've preached the gospel. No follow-up, nothing at all. Come back to your house and start crying and don't have rent. Who pays rent for a failure? I've been poor in ministry. And I can tell you that when my usability increased, divinity's budget to me added. Yes. And if I was more useful than this, I'll be more blessed than this. So my financial limitation is not a reflection on the budget state of the country I represent. It's a reflection on the quota that I'm responsible over. God does not pay you because you need money. He pays you because you met his need. The day you understand that the fatherhood of God has a responsibility, but even the fatherhood of God is tied to your obligation on the kingdom. When you are a child of God, he feeds you for free. When you become a son of God, he feeds you for your kingdom responsibility. All of these people are doing, I have to go and hustle here. I must go and do this now. Is one sign. What God put in your hands, you are not faithful with it. So you have to look for many other things to cover up for the failure in one thing. Papa Suleiman did not begin by opening businesses. Bishop Oyedepo did not begin by opening university. Winners Chapel did not fail, but he now opened school. Winners Chapel succeeded, and by how he managed a church, God said open universities. So which God is asking you to open a new area where you will fail again? It is your unproductivity as a minister that bets your struggles in life. Point closed. Take this thing to the bank. Ask any pastor that's making impact. Look at my spiritual father, for example. Did he begin ministry by trying to look for a road to America? He went out looking for visa. Say, oh, I want to go to America and hustle and come back. No. If you do what the Lord wants you to do well, he will become committed to meeting your need and beyond. Are you doing ministry? You're serving in church? Powerful? There's a place for that. I'm talking about, are you touching lives with the kingdom? That is the ministry strand I'm speaking about. In a week, how many lives do you touch with the kingdom? How many people do you heal? How many people do you deliver from demons in a week? Who are those that minister to Jesus? You have read it before. Luke chapter 8 verse 1. Shusa, Joanna, Mary Magdalene, who had what? 7 demons. They minister to him. Excuse me. Who ministered to who first? Jesus delivered them from demons and they delivered him from lack. Look at that. And it came to pass afterward that he went. So it is an error for me to sponsor my crusades. It's a sign that your demon is still there. You think it's a joke? Preaching. Every city and village. Preaching and doing what? Showing the glad tidings of the kingdom. And the 12 were with him. And certain women which had been healed. So it's people don't owe you carnal things if you didn't give them spiritual things. Which had been healed of evil spirits and infirmities. Mary called Magdalene, out of who went out 7 devils. You become a thief demanding for carnal things without giving spiritual things. Ask yourself a question. Are you doing ministry?